Welcome to this step-by-step guide on how you can set up a sales boosting system for your business. Now, by the time I come to my dashboard here, you get to see I was able to make 486 sales. You can see within the shortest possible time with over 1,000 leads. Now, I'm going to be teaching you how you are going to be setting up this same system for your business, irrespective of the type of business you are into, whether you are into brand deals, affiliate marketer, freelancer, dropshipper, content creator, and the rest of them. Now, the advantage of what you are going to be getting here is it's going to make it very, very easy for you to skyrocket your sales using some simple technique that you may have seen but have ignored. The first thing you need to know is, I believe at this point you're already aware of the type of business you are into, and then the next thing you need to know is you need to identify where your ideal customers are found on social media, especially for the case of Facebook. Now, for the case of Facebook, most of the time you are going to be using Facebook groups. Now, when I go on Facebook group, we are going to be using this particular example for this particular tutorial now. Then when we go on Facebook, we search for, let's say for example, our target is hair. We want to generate leads for our business, which we are either selling hair product or giving hair related consultation or any hair treatment or the rest of them. Now, when you go on Facebook, we are going to search for this hair. Now, one powerful trick about this is, by the time I come to this particular Facebook here, I come here, we get to see the system, that how powerful the system is. We get to see this person says build, you say comment the word build. Now, if I come down here, you get to see one interesting thing here. Now, you see he has about 6,800 comments. Yes, this is the most powerful system that we are going to be breaking down now. How do they do this? When you watch this video, you will get to see a lot of things. I'm going to be explaining everything about this video now. So the next thing you do is, by the time you search for your particular group, join the groups, then you come down. Then I believe you're already having your ideal customer in mind and you already know some few things about marketing. Now, the next thing you do is you need to set up an automated system that will generate leads, because you cannot make sales if you don't have leads. Now, who are leads? Leads are a group of people that are interested in what you are offering. Now, in your content, you are going to create a social media post that triggers comment. Now, let me come back here to see this. Now, this video here was deliberately created in a way that makes these people to comment. Now, if you look at from here, even from the beginning, he already asked them to comment. So the post was deliberately designed to make people create or to comment or to react to it, so that there is something that will take place at the background. By the time they react, there will be an autoresponder that will respond to them, giving them either a link or an offer, and then their content, their information will be collected through a form or an email system, and they will be nurtured through a webinar or a sales closing system, and then by the time they buy, they will get delivered, and then an upsell is given to them, as well as the process is now being repeated over and over again. Now, for you to understand this, let me break this down in detail for you to understand now. Now, the video that you just saw, which is this video here, this video that you see here that has this 6,000 something comments right from beginning here, that says comment the word build, is the same strategy we use now to design a thumbnail. Now, let me show you the thumbnail now. Sorry, to design a graphic art. So this is a graphic. It's talking about the frustration of hair breeders and then other stuff that they need to be aware of. And then when you go down here, you get to see it says comment the word breed. Now, by the time they go on and they comment the word this breed, what happened next? The next thing you do is, before you post the picture on your post and then share it to those groups, the next thing you do is you need to set up an automated responder. That means an auto DM responder. Now, when you see it here, you see that was how I was able to make my own. By the time they drop the comment, the system replies them. How do you set up the system? Let me go on Facebook to show you now. Now, you go on your business suite, which is the business environment, that is business.facebook.com. If I come up here, you can see business.facebook.com. Then you come to this particular point that says automation. When you click on this automation, now it gives you opportunity to design the kind of messages that you want. if I come down here, you see these are the messages I've designed. So you pick this very one that says comment to, you see it says contact information. If there are contact that you want to collect, you use this. Unidentified answer, reply away hour ago. Or let me pick this very one. There's this particular one that says, let me come down. Custom keyword. Now you pick the one that says reply to a message that contains specific keyword. That is, if you ask them to send you a message and you are replying to them. But if they are going to drop a comment, you come here and say comment to message, then you will not pick this very one. By the time you pick this very one, it will give you the opportunity to do something like this. Let me come here, click automate. You pick the name of the automation that you want. Let's say, for example, we now say braid. Then we'll come down here. We tick Instagram and message. Then we pick the keyword here, create braid. Select it. Now, whenever this keyword is mentioned in our comment section, you come down here. We now say, we now thank the person. Here is your braid consultation, blah 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 blah. You write your message. If you want to attach the link, whether it's going to be your WhatsApp contact or Facebook website or any website or landing page that you've created, you go down here and then you will now write thanks. I have sent you a message. Kindly check it. Now, by the time you are done filling all this information here, the next thing you do is you come to this very spot and you click save. Then it will save, and then make sure this thing is turned on so that whenever they drop such messages, the system automatically reply to them. That is for the autoresponder. Now, the next thing you do is, after setting up your autoresponder, you need to create a form. Now, the form, which is where you want to collect people's contact, when you see here, in this case, it is pointing to a particular form. Now, you can use different platform to create form, whether you use an automated email system that sends people to a landing page, or you can use Google Form. Now, the Google Form procedure is very simple. When you go to the default Google Form environment, it's something like this. You see a host of forms, then you pick the one you want. Let's say, for example, let's go for the party invite now. Maybe you are trying to organize a party for people around your area, and then you post on those groups that they have people within your area. You give them a party, tell them you are having a free party for everybody. You want to collect their contacts. This is it. You just do some little adjustments based on what you want here. The procedure is very simple. Now, once you are done with this adjustment, you are going to attach it to your autoresponder form. This particular autoresponder form, this is where you come and paste it here. You come and paste the link here. Let me copy the link and paste it. Now I'll click copy. You see, it asks me copy. I will now come back here. I'll now paste it. You see, the link is here. Don't worry, it's disorganized because I didn't save it. When you save it, you can shorten it. Then you put it here for the person who is going to access it to click. Once they click, the system collects their email or whatever information that you want to collect. Or if it is on a normal form, it's the same procedure. Or if it is a WhatsApp, the same thing. Now, their information will go to your WhatsApp or any form that you want where you will now collect it. Then the next thing you do is you make a follow-up on them. Now, in making the follow-up, you will come down here. You will now see now we have already seen the system of the email and their contacts. Now the next thing is I've already left the link. I'll be leaving the link here or the description box of this video so that you access any of the platform that you want for the email or autoresponder. Now the next thing you do is you will now organize a webinar for them, or a chat, or a teaching, or something that will just make them understand what you are trying to give them. That will really nurture them and let them develop confidence in you, so that you can bridge the gap between them not knowing you and now knowing you fully and knowing what you stand for and the value you are providing. Now, by the time you are done, you will now go into sales closing. The sales closing at this stage is where you have your WhatsApp interaction with them. Hi, beautiful. Thanks for reaching out. Blah, 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 blah. This is what you have to offer. These are sales closing. The essence of sales closing is to ensure that they have either a free trial of what you have to offer or give them a discount, create urgency, and then letting them know the deadline of what you are going to give them. This is just like trying to nurture them, creating a bandwagon effect that everyone is interested, and then as well as the consultation or anything that will make them build trust and be able to have confidence in patronizing your business. And the next thing is, by the time you are done with this, you will now have what you call the upselling. The upselling is all about adding additional resources that they might need. Maybe selling other products, maybe the initial stuff, hair product, you can now go into pedicure, complementary stuff, and then as well as discount. Now, by the time you are done with this, their contact that you now have, you will now add them for some places or for some people. They put them in a WhatsApp group where from time to time you post. Now, posting time to time is a way of nurturing them that you are still in business, or you use the email marketing system where you have these messages sent to them. Create an automated system that is sent to them seasonal or weekly or whatsoever to educate them more on the value they are getting from you. Now, this system is so powerful that, as simple as it may appear, it builds a full marketing funnel for you with minimal or less effort that you can ever imagine. And that was how I was able to make this amount of sales that you see with minimal effort. Now, the good thing about this is by the time you do this successfully, you have successfully set up an awareness down to interest to consideration to intent and even down to sales without any complication. And the good thing about this is, now when you are constantly sending them these emails, this is one thing you need to pay close attention to. Let me show you here now. Now, this is an example of newsletter, that a system that you set up, the newsletter that you constantly send to them to remind them that you're in business. If I come to this other one too, now if I come down here, you see this is a sample of an email that we sent, that by the time you go down for the purpose of nurturing, it tells them anything that they can claim. You can see this is where you give them offer. Then by the time I come to this particular email now, for those who don't know what a lead nurturing means, let me click here so that I see this is an email that was sent to me. The essence of it is there's a 5-minute video to explain something to me so that it can nurture me to understand what exactly they have to offer. Now, by the time I click it, let the page open, you are going to see what will happen here now. Now you can see AI-driven traffic strategy, get tier 1 visitor less than a penny. So you can see, so this is also a similar example of what I'm saying. You can see this is what we call a landing page. Now it says closing. It has all the necessary information to break down what the product is about, handle my objection about the product and everything, and even the possible payment processors that are needed. So that is how these things are designed. Now, to design a landing page like this, you will require putting in some little level of extra effort. If you need help in that regard, let me know. Now, setting up the systems, as I've already breaking it down, in summary, comes with this so that you can easily remember. Comes from awareness, interest, concentration, intent, and the rest of them. Now, the awareness comes from designing a post that make people react, just like this. A post that make people react just like this. That is posting it, sharing it on Facebook groups or any group of your choice. And then the next thing is, by the time they get to see what you talk about, when they react, then you go into collecting their information, where we talk about interest, that you are picking those that are interested, then considering them, and then making them develop interest by nurturing them, just like what we have in this email here. Just like what we have in this email here. And then you move to the next stage, which is sales. Now, the sales is about giving them an offer and then closing them either on WhatsApp or any social media platform. Now, you can actually see how the full system operates. Now, in summary, this is another short breakdown of what we just did now. Now, in creating your content, ensure you follow some simple strategy that you see. I'm going to leave the simple format for you too. So this is a format of what you are going to be working with in creating your content, to ensure that it triggers emotion, it triggers them to react, and be mindful of social media groups that you are going to be tapping into. Ensure it resonates with what you have to offer. So this is a complete system that we are talking about here now. So if you need any help for that for your business, you can let me know or send me an email. Then we'll get to see how we get to build your own too. See you guys. Thanks once again. I believe this help in building your brand and making you more sales. Irrespective of how it goes, let me know. If it works, let me know at the comment section of this too. I believe it strongly works because I've seen a lot of people use it. So see you guys in the inside too. Thanks.